should women and men be in the same level?
No. I'm be a pussy, dude. Answer it.
No, I'm leaving this one to you guys.
No, you answer it, bitch.
Goes on. Mic goes on. Mic goes on. Mic goes on.
What do you think, Dean?
You stop jerking yourself over there and answer the question.
Should men and women be put in the same
Right.
sport?
So all this men's leagues, women's leagues, scratch that. It's one league. Women, if you make it, you make it. Men, if you make it, you make it.
Yes. No. Watch here. Both sides have to sign, obviously, agreements that
That what?
it's going to be a level playing field.
Well,
There can't be any whining. There can't be any.
Well, obviously, if you're gonna be playing, we're saying should it be like that?
Why not?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not? We see videos out there all the time about, girls that are schooling. Well, obviously, sometimes it's at different levels or whatever, but you have girls that are schooling guys on the court all the time.
No.
One-on-one.
Yeah, but you see, there's certain things that when you look at it, like in basketball, you got some women that can hold their own against guys,
Yeah.
right? It's not a knock against women, right? But at the same time, there's if they did that across the board in all sports, you would see women. I'm being honest with you. You would see women eliminated from a lot of things. It would just be men. You have to. You have like
There has
separate the two. That's
you
what I'm saying.
have to separate the two, right? And maybe you can still do a thing where there's men and women,
well, maybe separate the two where tryouts are concerned,
right?
right? But still find a way maybe to amalgamate the two after, the elite from this pool and the elite
I'm
from
going
this
to tell
pool.
you right now, South Park did it best,
No.
right?
Yeah.
South Park did it best. There was a show that they did where I can't remember if it was just weightlifting or whatever, and the topic, exactly the same topic, should women and men compete with each other. So you had these women, all these physically fit women, and they're supposed to do this competition, and then they were supposed to have a guy who's now a woman, right? But in the show, all the women for all equality and all this, right? So they asked them, "Are you guys okay with this person competing with you guys?"
Absolutely. And
They said, "Yeah, bring it on, equality, yeah." So then the day that it came, when the competition came and they did all these different, it was Randy Macho Man Savage. All you heard was, "Oh yeah," and he beat the shit out of all the women. I mean, it was funny, but you got to understand what they were trying to get across.
No, absolutely. And I think that probably came out in and around the time where a real life scenario had happened. A gentleman had changed his gender and entered into a sport that was female dominated or for females only, and he tore it up.
He tore it up.
As he would have.
Right.
And the thing about it, he's not even like what he was doing. He's not the top male athlete.
Right.
You gotta remember, he's just an ordinary athlete that came and made these women look. And it's not to, like I said, it's not to knock on women, because there's some women that are very skillful in certain things.
Absolutely. That's why I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Let's not make this comment in the here and now. Let's make this comment in the when women were women and men were men.
Well,
There's only the two.
yeah.
Can we make the same comments? Can we make the same statements about the leagues being separate?
Wait a minute. If I could make it's not about the statements.
Or the belief that they should be separate?
I still think they should be separate. I'm a firm believer.
Yes, back then
The
when
only-
when it was women is women, man is man. Yes, they have to be separate.
And
It's now that they're trying to get them together and saying no, they need to be equal.
like for instance, there's some things that I prefer to watch than others, right? I've had people make comments like, for one, women's volleyball. Women's volleyball. I'm not talking about beach volleyball because everyone. As soon as I say volleyball, everyone thinks I'm talking about beach volleyball.
No, indoor.
You just want to see. You just want to see them in there. You know.
Yeah.
No. Women's volleyball to me is more exciting than men's volleyball because
You can follow the action.
yeah, the women they have the rallies going back and forth,
Right,
whereas
right.
the men it's usually serve, bump, set, spike. It's
Yeah.
done,
Yeah.
right? So to me, women's volleyball is much more exciting than men's. I could sit there and watch that.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not
Totally
to
get
take
it.
anything away from women, but I think women should compete. I mean, if you can get a group of women that can compete with men on the same level, then yeah, do that sport.
Right.
But for the majority, it's just like, let's be honest. Overall, men run faster, they jump higher, and I'm just going by numbers.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm making up.
No,
Who's
no.
the fastest man? Who's the fastest woman? Look at the numbers.
Right.
Who can jump higher, a man or a woman? Let's look at the numbers. It is what it is. So they compete at two different levels, right? So when you look at it and you look at the amount of, like, for instance, if you put like you said, basketball, and if it was a league for men and women, in my opinion, I think a lot of women would only be in there because they just want to have women in there.
Hmm.
The women would not be able, like, don't get me wrong, there's some women that can play. But when you get to that level, like there's women that would beat my ass in basketball, but when you get to that level, NBA level, how many women can compete with LeBron, Kobe, and all those guys?
I don't know. I think I would like to see it. To just out of curiosity, to answer your question.
So you want to see them prove them wrong? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd want to see, everybody's talking about, putting equality out on the table and having everybody compete at the same level, whatever the case may be. Give everybody the opportunity to aspire to that level. And if they can't make it, then they can't make it. But it's not as if they weren't given the opportunity to try.
So you want women to get the opportunity to fail?
I want them to have the opportunity to
I caught that. You
chart
didn't catch that?
their own destiny.
I caught that.
I caught it.
You
But
didn't got it?
that was like Matrix for me.
I was like, wow, I can't believe you just said that. But anyway, yeah.
I was dodging that one. No, it's. I would like them to have the same opportunity as everyone else.
Okay. I'm not about equality. Women are women, men are men. Full stop.
We know how you think. We know how you think, Junior.
Love women to death.
I've you know what? Honestly, on that topic, a couple of years back, I used to play ball with some guys, and this one guy brought his girlfriend, and she used to play ball with us, and she competed. She was not the worst there.
Right. Okay.
She was somewhere in the middle, right? So the reason why I'm saying that is I'm just like trying to show you that the women can compete with guys, but when you start to get to certain levels,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm just being honest about it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna,
I agree with you because because at the amateur levels or the medium,
you could have women.
you can have
women
There's some
mixing
women
them.
that can rough some guys up.
When you start talking the best of the best,
No, then you can't compete.
right? You start talking about the best of the best. I'm a man. You start talking the best of the best, and you get to a certain level. I'm not even talking about NBA level. I'm talking about just
Even college.
not even college guy, just rep basketball. You played against
even
other
just
guys in rep.
Yeah, just rep.
It's a big difference between me
True.
and them,
Just rep. Absolutely.
right? So you can only imagine when you get to NBA level, how the air starts to get thin there for women, right? But it's not to say they're not good, because those women that might not be able to make it in the NBA will whip my ass.
Big time.
But you got to remember, there's certain levels. When you get to a certain level, air gets thin for you. I'll tell you that right now. It gets thin, and it's just based on the numbers, like what you see.
Sipping air, gasping for air out there.
It's terrible, Judy.
As you said that, see how Chicago, so WNBA, Chicago, well, this is Chicago Sparks, women,
No, it's
Chicago something, women at WNBA. They won the championship this year.
Mhm.
They did their parade. Nobody showed up for the parade.
Yeah. Yeah.
The truck, two trucks just driving down the street, and they were going some speed because nobody was out there.
Yeah.
Somebody filmed it. Somebody was on their balcony and they filmed it and said, "Man, come on, guys, why are you doing our women like that? We just won the championship. Come on, Chicago, you can do better."
Yeah. It kind of sucks. But it is what it is, and the WNBA struggled with it, because I know they had an issue where the women wanted to get paid just as much as the men.
The men, they can't. They don't bring in enough.
And they
don't bring
couldn't.
enough money, man.
Well,
they
as you said,
couldn't.
it's ticket sales, right? Or
Yeah, so they looked at it all as an entity, but they were like, no, the men are generating all the volume of the sales, so whatever they generate is what gets paid out to the men, and what women generate gets paid out to the women.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the way they were looking at it, right? But the women gotta, like, in my opinion, I don't know what they've talked about recently, but in my opinion, drop down the nets.
And a lot of people have said that
Make some changes. Drop the nets down.
from 10 to 9 feet.
Mhm.
Just drop it down a foot. I'm not saying drop it down to 7 feet, because most of the women are 7 feet. So a lot of even Shaq says that.
Yeah. Dude.
Shaq is adamant on just drop it 1 foot. It'll be
So in beach volleyball, the women's net is maybe half an inch lower. You think if we just lower the rim so y'all could dunk like we dunk, that'll give y'all more oomph than you already have?
No.
I mean, because listen, y'all are doing the step backs, the pull back. Y'all doing everything we're doing, but I don't see a lot of people going up with 2 hands and, back.
Oh, it's coming. Opportunity is a
So you don't think if we
Opportunity is-
just drop it to 9, 10 and a
nah.
half?
I
you think,
guarantee.
Flash?
Layla, she's into dance, but my next child will be drop step dunking. I promise. I'm still.
it'll be so much more entertaining.
Yes.
But a lot of the women are saying now, no, we want to be as equal as we want it. But look what's happening.
It's not. It's see, and that's where you kind of gotta just swallow your pride. It's not about that. Like, listen, you're trying to put your craft on the map, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with dropping the net. So
I don't think so either.
It makes it more exciting, so people will come out.
Makes it
see
more
what you want.
exciting. Because listen, people will pay money to go see some girls dunk on girls.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that right now.
yeah. Because right now you only got a handful.
You got maybe 4 or 5 girls that can dunk in the league.
yes, yes. And the only one right now I seen that's been dunking in games is Brittany Griner. There's Brittany Griner.
Candace does it once in a while. Blue Moon.
I haven't seen Candace do it in a long time.
I've seen her do it once.
She's older now.
That other one, Ace or Ace.
No, there's the one that looks like
What the hell's her name?
Kevin Garnett. What her name again?
I said the guy look like Kevin Garnett. Wow. I don't know who that is.
You know what I'm talking about, man.
I think I've only seen about 3 or 4 girls dunk.
Yeah. And in a game,
In a game,
I
I've
think
probably only seen 2 girls dunk.
Yeah, I think it's only 2.
And the
Even-
one girl that's regular dunking,
Lisa Leslie dunked in a game, I believe, but she's retired.
yeah,
now.
she's retired. The one girl that I see dunking all the time, I think she's like 8 feet tall.
No, she's not that tall. It's Brittany Griner,
Oh, is that who that is?
the fair skinned one with like
With the dreads.
yeah, that's Brittany Griner.
Yeah. She's about 8 feet tall.
yeah.
So she doesn't even have to jump.
No,
Her wingspan makes her 10 feet.
yeah. You can't get. I mean,
I agree. Drop it to 9 feet,
you can't.
and you'll see some alley oops.
You can't get caught up in that and then start complaining about you want more money. You got to remember, the fans is what brings the money.
Exactly.
In. If you can't put fans in the seats, then what are you arguing about?
Well, it's a business first and foremost, right? If
Yeah.
the business isn't making the money, then you can't.
Then how are you going to pay people?
Drop
Yeah.
the nets. That's all it is.
One
There's nothing
foot.
wrong with it.
Right?
Like I told
just
you,
1 foot.
I will still
9
watch
feet.
it.
9 feet. Believe me, Dean, I would, if they dropped the nets 9 feet, I would watch it to see how many women will attempt to dunk. I would watch it. But right now, half of them know they can't dunk, so they're not even trying.
Sylvia Fowles.
That's the one that looks like Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Misha.
What do you call out the girl like that for, Mark?
Yeah, she knows it. You got anything to say?
No, I'm waiting for you.
And there you have it. You got Mark, you got Junior, and you got Dean. Look at these guys. Check us out. Peace.